Hi guys, so today I wanted to do a little discussion video on something that has recently crossed my mind and that I've just been thinking about recently and that I want to share with you. So maybe we can have some sort of a discussion going, and I'd love for you to post your own opinions in the comments down below. Here's just a little bit of a backstory. So I've been playing a lot of video games recently, mainly World of Warcraft because it's one of my favorite games ever. And I've just had a lot of people, mainly in my real life, kind of look down on that and basically, in a sense, why are you wasting your free time on doing something like that? You could be reading, you could be, doing something better. In general, I don't know about you guys, but I get a lot of negative responses to that, especially from older people. And that just kind of got me thinking, because when I tell people that I love to read and then I spend a lot of my time reading, like a lot of my time reading, they have the exact opposite reaction to when I say that I spend a lot of my time gaming. And I was wondering why. Why is that? It almost seems to me like reading has become this thing that really smart people do. This thing that's above all other types of entertainment, and that makes you smarter, and that makes you better, and that makes you just more interesting and well-rounded as a person. And the question I've been asking myself is that actually true? Is this reputation, basically, that reading and that readers have, is it actually true? Does reading really positively impact our lives in a more extensive way than, for example, gaming or watching a lot of TV or other types of this sort of, free time activity that you do, where you're basically consuming something? Be it a book, be it a game, be it a movie, something like that, where you're basically just consuming entertainment that somebody else has created for you. At this point, I feel like we've almost reached a point where simply the fact that you are literate and are able to read a book means that you're automatically smarter than people who don't enjoy reading. And I just don't understand it. Let's just be 100% honest here. I'm not trying to offend anybody because I'm counting myself into this category as well. But people who only read for entertainment, which again, this person too does that, especially like YA. If you only read or mainly read YA and you read that for entertainment, are you really getting anything from that? Are you really able to pass that off as an educational experience in any way, shape, or form? I'm not talking about reading in other languages or languages you don't properly understand. I count English as my mother tongue, or as like I'm native in English, so I'm not learning anything from reading in English. I'm really not. It's different if I read in French or Spanish or Japanese. I learn a lot from reading because I learn vocabulary, I learn, to recognize grammars and structure and stuff like that, and that is definitely educational. But if you really read in a language you 100% understand, and you only read YA, or you only read middle grade, or you only really read just fun adult romance novels, do you really get anything educational from that? Now, I'm not saying that reading should only be there to give you that educational boost at all, because again, I read mainly for entertainment. But the thing is, isn't it kind of unfair to say that reading is so much better than other types of entertainment, when in my case, in a lot of other people's cases, all reading is for really is just another type of having fun, another type of, enjoying something, some content that other people have created. And really, honestly, I think reading is a much more passive activity than, for example, gaming. Like if you take a game like World of Warcraft and you're in a group, you play with other people, you need teamwork, you need strategy, you need tactics, you need to think what you're gonna do, you need fast reflexes, and you need to plan out your things, and you need to really understand the character you're playing and the class you're playing. And I think that requires a lot from people, and it takes a lot of work to become really good at that. It does not require any work to become good at reading. It does simply not. You need to learn how to read, and that you do at the age of 7 or 6 or 5. And I think that's really all the requirements you need to be able to read. And you need so much more for gaming. Now again, I'm not bashing reading. You guys know this is a book channel. I love to read it. It's one of my favorite activities ever. But honestly, is it really that much better than anything else? Because yes, a lot of people read really well thought out and thought through books that are thought-provoking, and there's so much thought in that sentence, I know. But a lot of people read those books, and myself included. I do occasionally read those books, but for the main part, I read to enjoy books because I study at university. I have to read a lot of articles and books and stuff that are very scientific scientific, that are very like, you know, difficult, and that have a lot of content and really heavy content sometimes, and I need to process that alone for university. So when I read for myself and for fun, I try to read really just things that don't make me think so much, because I literally just want to enjoy myself. And again, I don't think anything is wrong with that. I just want to know, this is just a general question I'm posing, why is reading such a thing that has been glorified to become something that it's not for the most part? For the most part. Really, why do we think that people who spend 20 hours a day reading are better than people who spend 20 hours a day gaming? When, you know, why is that a thing? And this is really something I'm asking myself, because I feel like I'm looking into both worlds. I do both things, and sometimes I game excessively and sometimes I read excessively. And for both things I have to make sacrifices, and they include not studying as much for a test, or not going out with people as much, and not having as much of a social life. But why is one thing better than the other? Really, why? Is it because of the, devil that is the computer screen? Is it because it's technology and people are still like, oh my god, it's bad? Why is that? Can you guys give me an answer? This is an honest question I'm having right now, and it's like just something I've been thinking about, and I really want to know, is there an answer to this question? Does anybody have a clue why this is a thing? So I'm sorry this video turned into a bit of a rant. I hope I didn't unintentionally offend anybody, because that certainly wasn't my intention, because it was unintentional. Haha, get that? I'm just curious. I just want to know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you can help me a little bit to understand this whole issue a bit better. Please leave your comments down below and like this video, and don't forget to subscribe, because you want to see this Vicinity Soapbox every week. Oh my god. What's that word? Self-advertisement? I'm advertising myself? I don't know if that's a thing. Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you soon. Have a lovely week. Bye!